My fellow brothers and sisters of Burkina Faso, I stand before you today not as your president, not as Captain Ibrahim Traoré, but as a man, a seeker, a questioner, a soul who has walked through the valleys of doubt and emerged on the mountaintop of certainty. Today, I share with you the most intimate journey of my life. Let me take you back to the beginning, to the young Ibrahim, the boy who grew up in the dusty streets of Bondoukoui, watching his mother wake before dawn, watching his father return home, exhausted from the fields, watching our people struggle under the weight of systems designed to keep us on our knees. I was a curious child, perhaps too curious. I would ask my teachers questions that made them uncomfortable. Why are we poor when our land is rich? Why do those who steal from us sleep peacefully, while those who farm our soil go hungry? Why does the world celebrate freedom, while Africa remains in chains, invisible chains, but chains nonetheless? These questions followed me into adulthood. They followed me into the military academy. They followed me into the barracks, and they followed me into the revolution that would change Burkina Faso forever. But there was another question, deeper than all the others, that burned in my heart like a flame that refused to die. What is the purpose of all this struggle if we do not know why we exist? I read everything I could find. Marx and Lenin taught me about economic exploitation. Sankara taught me about dignity and self-reliance. Fanon taught me about the psychology of colonization. But none of them could answer the fundamental question that kept me awake at night. Who am I? Why am I here? And what happens when this brief life ends? The moment that changed everything happened on a night I will never forget. It was during one of our operations against the terrorists who plague our northern regions. We had been ambushed. 3 of my brothers in arms lay dead beside me. The bullets were still flying, and I was certain that I would not see the sunrise. I crawled to him through the dirt and blood. "Amadou," I whispered, "are you not afraid?" He looked at me with eyes that seemed to see beyond the chaos around us, and he said something that would echo in my mind for months to come. "Captain, how can I fear death when I know it is only a doorway? It means I fear no Western power. I fear no international institution. I fear no threat, no sanction, no conspiracy. Not the justice of United Nations resolutions that apply to the weak, but not to the strong. Not the justice of human rights organizations that see oppression everywhere except in the policies of their own donors. I mean real justice, divine justice, the justice that will prevail even if the entire world stands against it, lest you not be just. Do you hear that? Justice even against yourself? Justice even if it hurts your own interests? This is the justice that our revolution needs. This is the justice that Africa needs. This is the justice that will break the chains of neocolonialism, corruption, and oppression. It made me more patient, yet more determined, more humble, yet more confident, more compassionate, yet more fierce in defending the truth. It is corruption. It is the disease of the heart that makes a man sell his own people for personal gain. Our external enemies are strong only because our internal house is weak. The revolution we are building cannot be sustained on ideology alone. It must be rooted in something deeper, something eternal, something that will outlive us all. I want to build a Burkina Faso where justice is not a slogan, but a daily practice, where we are not ashamed of being African. Politics without morality is tyranny. Economics without ethics is exploitation. Power without accountability to the divine is dictatorship. I ask you to join me in the values integrity, courage, selflessness, and absolute commitment to the liberation of our people. Whether you are Christian, Muslim, or practice traditional African spirituality, we can unite on these principles. Thank you, and may peace be upon you all.